It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Lions and the Ravens, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, one touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete here.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, here's Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Look at this Baltimore defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
But they lack in pass defense. They do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against them.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 carries, 54 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week:
18 carries, 70 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right to about the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
15. 1st down, Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like we're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And I
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing is Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Jackson now.
He'll find Bateman once more.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. That one goes for 24 yards. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Jackson will throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, here's Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The final shot before break here. Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
On the return is Duvernay. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown!
Rashad Bateman.
64 yards.
And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Room past the 35, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. It's caught. Becker. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Gone. It's complete to Williams. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the 50, it's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 22-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Justin Madubuike there to bring him down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To the air again, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Jackson now down around his goal line.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and they hit